Yes, good morning to all my friends on all social media platforms. Good morning. Well, as we could see, the government has taken a serious approach in bringing back the state of emergency, stating the state of emergency, as John Jeremy has indicated, the state of emergency will deal with the crime solution in our land and in our society. I want to indicate not just to John Jeremy, but I want to indicate to the government, if you all are not creating sustainable job for the poor, for the voiceless, and for the man who don't have a voice in this country, what you expect? The crime will increase. The crime will increase. All these persons today who depend on the small income, persons like who used to work CPEP, Europe, forest, I think forestry, yes, who lose their job. They're dependent on that small income, and today they don't have nothing coming in. If you don't have nothing coming in, and your bills is piling up, you have your children to see about, you have your wife to see about, you have your owner woman to see about, you have a number of responsibilities to see about. How today they expect the poor man who's suffering, who can't make ends meet, pay the bills? I want to say this morning, with no fear, with no apology, with no extension, all of us, are saying again, have to wake up. We have to wake up. Because when you check it, this government, like every time when they go to sleep and they get up, the interest is to study how to tax the poor, study how to squeeze the poor, to squeeze the masses, to squeeze the man who was saying again, don't catch in their ass, to squeeze life out of them. That is what the mission, as I see it, unfolding. A number of offenses, and the offenses is very sky high, very, very sky high. And today it tells me something that's not right. All I could recall when the state of emergency, I want to remind persons who say, you know what, let me give Penny Beckles, or let me give the People's National Movement a chance again. I want to indicate to persons, if you're blind, open your eyes. When the state of emergency did remove, why it is and how it is, the leader of the People's National Movement did not take the initiative, because she have that position to take, to call for a massive either shutdown or for a protest. Why? And it have me sit down and ponder and wonder why it is she didn't take that initiative to do that. Soon as the state of emergency removed, that is what the leader of the People's National Movement should have done. She didn't do that. But it's only talk and more talk. All of them, I want to say that, is dancing on the same boat together. Absolutely all of them is on the same agenda, by squeezing the poor, lying to you when they want position, they come to you, they lift up your child, they mama guy you, they tell you what they want to tell you, and soon as they reach in office, is a level of betrayal to the citizen, the law-abiding citizen who are paying tax, and who maintaining law and order. But I want to give persons and individuals this morning who never studied law sense to make before a book. The state of emergency, what they bring back, is to allow the police, the army, to come into your private home without presenting a search warrant. That is what the state of emergency it is for. But I want to give all the law-abiding citizens who are paying tax, who never, as a sin, can get convicted this morning. Once you did not get convicted, once you have absolutely no conviction, and your slate is clean, you have absolutely no problem. If the police, as I say again, take the initiative to come into your private home, let them come in. If they mash up anything in your premises, you could take legal action against the state. You could take legal action against the state, right? Because I could recall last 3 years or 4 years back, when the PNM, as I said again, it run a state of emergency. The police do a number of persons wrongful things, beating them, mashing up the home, dismantling the home, and persons let that slide. You don't let that slide. Once you have a cell phone on you, ensure to tape any officer who chooses to come into a private home to do a thorough search. Pull out your phone. That is why you have a phone for, so that will be evidence to produce before the court. Yes? Do not allow the police to believe that they can come into your private home and dismantle it, mash it up, and get away. Because as we could see, the police taking a position to abuse the power and believe there is the law. The police officers is not the law. They are not above the law. Right? The only persons who could make that final decision is the magistrate. Understand me? I want to advise persons this morning, persons who use an obscene language, you could curse once or twice. You could only use obscene language once or twice. But if you continue to curse any minister, anybody on social media more than once, it is a chargeable offense. And that chargeable offense is $6,000 or 6 months in prison. I want to remind persons that this morning, for those who are doing it and continue to be doing it, using obscene language on social media, it is a chargeable offense. That offense is $6,000, yes, or 6 months in prison. I want to say to persons, so those who don't want to hear will feel. I want to say, I cannot tell nobody what to say, but I want to indicate to persons, it is a chargeable offense by using obscene language. Yes? Either you pay a fine for $6,000 or just spend 6 months prison. Right? The other issue is I am calling and saying this morning from the bottom of my heart to Kizell Jackson to help. When any individual, it could be me, it could be any individual who call on you for help, don't have these persons going through a number of pressure. And I don't know, if you say you're helping somebody, Kizell Jackson, I would like you to do it. And the Lord will bless you. I want to say this morning from the bottom of my heart, the only person who I will join alliance with going forward is Kizell Jackson. And I will say that with absolutely no fear and with absolutely no condemnation this morning. For the reason for stating what I'm saying this morning, it is because Michaela Pandey want to hold the range of power. Michaela Pandey want to hold the range of power. Are you seeing Michaela Pandey is taking the initiative now to be on the ground, to go in Diego Martin, to go in Laventille, Belmont, Cedros? You are not seeing Michaela Pandey is doing that. Michaela Pandey is a failure. Michaela Pandey is a failure. And I will say that she is just not ready to fit to be Prime Minister role. She don't have it. As I'm saying again, all of these small parties, and I will say to no fear and with absolutely no apology, who talking and voicing their opinion, I never see none of them take the initiative to go and help out the poor, to go and help out single mothers, single fathers. I am not seeing that. The only person who I see with my naked eye who take that initiative, despite when she going to help somebody, she take out her phone, and everybody have the styling. I see Kizell Jackson, as saying again, take that umbrage position in going and help persons who lose their house, persons whose house burned down. I see Kizell Jackson take that initiative to do that. So I feel very good in my heart to see that I have one individual who doing that. And I want to say to Kizza Jackson this morning, don't stop. Don't stop, because there are a number of persons today who are hungry, who are starving, who are under siege, and who are calling for help. There are a number of persons who are hungry, who are starving, who are under siege, and who don't know where the next meal coming from. So I'm pleading to Kizza Jackson, please continue helping. As I'm saying again, and the Lord will bless you. And when a person helping, don't help because you're looking for something. Help genuine. You don't have persons help people and they're looking for something. Please help genuine from the bottom of your heart, and you're going to see. You're going to see how everything will unfold for you. Right? So I'm not prepared to follow no PNM. The reason why I'm not prepared to follow absolutely no PNM, because it has failed. The Jabigonian take a position to remove the People's National Movement, because they see the People's National Movement was a wicked, vindictive, malicious party. So I'm not going to prepare to follow no PNM. They has failed. They are not ready yet. Right? Them on games. Them that's one power. They have no vision, they have no future. They're just on power. Right? So as I say again, there must be no retreat, no surrender. And I want to say all these persons today who under pressure, who under hardship, local election is coming, you have to know what to do. You have to know exactly what to do. Right? I cannot tell you what to do, but you have to know exactly what to do. Yeah? Have a blessed one.